where my mom's at. Raising kids, cleaning shit,
So speaking of narcissistic parents, this one's great. Hi, Mommy Jeans. I'm 24 and just got engaged to my jeans. Congratulations.
Oh, yay.
We are currently in a long-distance relationship, but I will be moving out of my family home and in with him after our wedding next summer. My mom and I have a very close relationship, and I know she does everything out of love for me. But for the past year, she's been making me feel extremely guilty for wanting to move in with him and start a life in a different country. When she saw the ring, she was very vocal about how she didn't like it. She occasionally remarks on how I'm, quote, abandoning her and don't care about her anymore. She guilt trips me about not being able to raise her future grandchildren. In her perfect world, she would want us to live next door to her and basically have
Oh my God.
50% custody of my kids. Wow, you're shocking the therapist right now, Aya. When you get the therapist to say, "Oh God,"
Well,
you know you're
like,
doing good.
Me.
Oh well, should we say it at the same time? What this is?
Yeah.
On the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Narcissist. Oh. Those are sometimes hard to tell apart. The abandonment.
That's
we can get into
borderline.
it.
Let's
finish and then
I feel so guilty and selfish.
Of course, because gaslighting, manipulation.
Her disapproval of the engagement and me moving has made my entire experience very invalidating. It's hard for me to be excited about the future with this heaviness. I'm wondering if you would have any words of advice for moms of daughters of immigrants on the subject of leaving the nest. Is it possible to get rid of my guilt and need for her approval? Thanks. See you in May, Hitler.
So, okay, there's a couple things because borderline could be, but borderline tends to be more volatile more regularly. Narcissists, if they have constant supply, meaning they have people in their lives that are showing them affection and adoration, and I assume that's why I assume it's that more, because she said I have a close relationship with my mom. I don't actually know of anybody who had a borderline, untreated borderline parent
that's enmeshed,
that's actually close.
Well, here's the thing is that when because my mom was borderline, she's only 24, is that you don't realize that you're in a bad relationship with your mom. Because my mom would say things like, "You are my best friend. I'm so happy we have such a good relationship." And in my early 20s, I didn't like being close to her, but she told me that we were close, and so I believed that lie. But I don't know, but you're right, she's not expressing that here.
Yeah, I don't know, it could be. I don't know. But usually a borderline person in general, because they're so emotionally, it's like emotional burn victims, they're super sensitive,
such crybabies,
so there would have been like explosions all the time. So because when no one's perfect and then they do that, like throw you under the bus, you're amazing, you're the golden child, fuck you, I hate you,
worst.
And so if there's that up and down, then it is borderline. I would suspect. But the thing that's also different, because borderlines don't really care, it's not really about me, it's like I just need you around. Don't leave me.
Yeah.
I hate you. Don't leave me kind of thing. Kind of push, pull. Narcissists sound like, how dare you leave me? Yeah. How dare you move away and have your own life?
Yeah.
You know, it's like this inability to imagine that you aren't part of them, which is that extension.
Right.
I created you to be an extension, not an independent individual. How dare you be independent?
And what's really interesting is that then that manifests in the child as guilt.
Yes.
So
shame,
she feels
guilt, and embarrassment. Right.
So Aya here, who's like, I found this great guy. I'm going to move to this new country. Very exciting. Why do I feel guilty about leaving mommy?
Because mommy isn't a fully fledged adult. She can't. Right. She's not independent. She doesn't want you to be independent. She wants you to be dependent on her forever.
Oh boy. So what does Aya do? What do we do?
Go therapy, please. It'll be helpful because it's going to be difficult to untangle the manipulation and the lies from fact. Yeah. Because they're just so emotionally manipulative. So that guilt that she's feeling is because of the manipulation and her mother's inability to allow her to be independent. You know, so we're wrapped up in this, like, I'm doing something wrong. Something's wrong with me. I am making my mom upset. Because she's not responsible for how she feels. I'm responsible for how she feels.
Which is a childlike response, because when you're a child, that's what you...
And you don't know any different.
You assume it's because of you that your parents act a certain way.
Always.
So Aya's still operating out of a child's perspective on all this.
And she'll probably have to do some inner child work where you get better in touch with that child of you who says like, but I don't understand, and mom's always upset, and we're acting this way or doing this. And because our parents don't give us any information, we say it's our fault because that's the only thing we know. I can control myself. I must have done something. So unpacking that will take some time, but in the like for now, I would encourage this person to, like Aya, right? To, as much as you can, deny your mother the ability to place blame on you. So that means that, so it's boundaries. It's going to be really difficult for Aya, but
so tough.
They are tough, and you have to constantly set them up, and they're going to try to walk over them, but you don't have to accept that.
Yeah, they're gonna. Or, try. Yes, they are. You're
going to be like, well, it doesn't change it, and it is a game, and I'm glad she's moving away.
So am I.
But everywhere you go, there you are. So we still have to work on our shit. Otherwise, you'll end up with other relationships that mimic this one. So, like with regard to this, when talking about it and getting excited. As a normal person would when they're engaged and going to move and start a new life and yay. And any normal parent would also be like, but I'm going to miss you, but I'm excited for you, but I'm going to miss you.
Of course.
You know, when your mom says something like, I can't believe you're going to leave me. The response is, Mom, you misunderstand. I'm not leaving you. I'm starting my own life and I'm excited about it. So it's going to be uncomfortable. And then Mom will say, you are leaving me. You're moving to another country. Yes, because I'm an adult and I'm getting married and I'm excited to have my own life. And I would love for you to continue to be a healthy part of it.
Good luck.
I know. But just because they won't do it doesn't mean we can't say it.
You can try. You can try and set up the good behavior.
Yeah. Because some narcissists I find until their last, I wonder if she's the last kid out or the only kid, because it's something to do with one of the last ones out, or the
right.
that they like, then that supply is gone and they go into like explosion, you know, or setting fire to everything, manipulation as much as possible, guilt, gaslighting. You remember that wrong. You made me feel this, you know, not taking any responsibility for their own. And if your mom says something like, you're making me feel so bad, be like, Mom, I couldn't do that. I'm not a wizard.
Yeah. How can you no one can make you feel anything.
I'm sorry that you feel that way. Yeah. That must be terrible, but know that I love you and that's not my intention.
Fuck. You're in for a lifetime of bullshit. You know, I'm just letting you know, it sounds like you're in for a lifetime, and then wait until you have kids and she might be resentful and jealous of the fact that you're more interested in your children than you are in her.
Yeah. It's always going to be you versus her. Yeah. But I mean, we just have to take care of ourselves. You can own up to your own shit. Like my therapist used to tell me, you can clean your side of the road, but you're not responsible for their dumpster. Like they can leave their trash out however they want and decide not to pick it up, but you clean your side of the road. So you're going to communicate healthy boundaries. You're going to be excited because that's exciting.
It's a big deal.
It's fucking awesome. How amazing. And Mom can feel how Mom wants to feel because Mom's an adult. Yep. And you're not responsible for that. So maybe write that somewhere. I'm not responsible for how my mom feels. I'm only responsible for communicating clearly.
It's a big lesson to learn.
It is. It's hard.
It's an adult lesson to learn. And you're not really, I think, a full adult until you realize that. And also, too, I might say that now is a great time to set these boundaries down with your mother, because you must protect your marriage.
Yes.
And now your alliances to your husband and your future life with him, guard it. Do not let your mother poison and
because even her shit talking the ring. I'm like,
you think she's going to be cool at the wedding?
She's going to throw a big fit right before.
To try to ruin it. Her.
Yeah. And then there'll be like aftermath where like, you didn't spend enough time with me and nobody said hi to me in the way I expected. And how come I'm not in all the photos? Who knows? You didn't give me my thank you.
Oh, I've heard that.
All sorts of stuff. That one's
fun.
So it's tricky. I'm sorry that you're going through this, but it's good practice.
It is.
And you're going to have to keep reminding yourself. And I love that, protect your marriage, because if your mother is who we think she is, which I'm pretty sure that's what's happening, because it's very bizarre behavior. She will try her best to get you back and she'll try to tell you horrible things about him.
Oh,
and tell him horrible things about you. So just protect it.
Number one. That's what they do. They try to sabotage. Oh my God. My mother hated Tom Segura.
Of course.
Hated Tom.
He was a threat to her.
A threat. Yeah. He's a poor. He's not going to be.
Oh yeah. They're never good enough.
They're never good enough.
Only Mom's good enough.
I know. Oh my God. What a nightmare. I'm sorry, you've got a real pickle ahead of you, but focus on your new family, your new life with this wonderful man. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And you're going to just have to manage, Mom. It's going to be a management issue.
Yeah. And just, relearning. And there's a great book. I think it's called Stop Walking on Eggshells.
Hello. I've got passages outlined, highlighted on that one. Yep. Mom,
that will be helpful for her, I think.
It's called Stop Walking on Eggshells.
Yes.
Right? That one. Great book. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, there's so many great books about toxic parents. If there's a book, I think it's just called even How to Deal with Toxic Parents.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I found that one. That was really helpful. Shit, I got a whole library of that. I'm still dealing with mine.
Yeah, it's hard.
Where my mom's at. Where my mom's wearing thongs, hitting bongs at. Raising kids, cleaning shits, need a long nap. Where my mom's at.
Where My Mom's At podcast with Christina P.